Hi all, it's Vanessa Love. Alright, so hopefully getting down this whole thing with this new camera. Okay, so I wanted to talk a little bit about what I think happens as far as sexual violence on college campuses. And I am going back to college to take a couple of classes so that I can get my license in New York. So, it's just like 5 classes, nothing big, whatever, whatnot. So, going through all of this, and they're requiring that I take this sexual violence education, and there's 2 parts to it. Actually, there's a main part. There's 2 main parts, but all of them have it all has very what should I call it? Very different parts of it. It'll be like, hey, this is the introduction, but there's 5 parts to the introduction, and here's about sexual violence, and all of this stuff. So all of this is great. As far as educating people and being like, hey, there's resources, blah blah blah, and consent. But I think the bigger issue is that you have a bunch of people who don't really have much of an idea of who they are or what they want. And they may or may not have had cool parents, they may or may not have had cool schools that are teaching them how to really understand themselves, speak for themselves, say no when they feel like it, all these things that come with assertiveness, where you really know what you want, you're doing what you need to do, all of these things. So it's very possible that a lot of the people who are in these sexual violence situations, I mean, obviously it's a misunderstanding. If you're drunk, though, definitely. But I think, you get a bunch of kids around each other who probably have some new freedoms in their lives and don't know what to do with that freedom. And there's bound to be mistakes. And there's also bound to be mistakes for people who just haven't come from great homes or who haven't come from great schools where, they were educated. Hey, do you feel comfortable? All right, cool, go do stuff. Do you feel uncomfortable? Maybe you should stop. Those are important things to learn. Those are important things to know. But it's not always that way, right? So I think where we need to start really is assertiveness, because I know that people know consent. Once you turn 18 and you have to sign legal papers and you have to sign all the paperwork to go to college, you understand what legal definitions and that you're an adult and that you have to watch out, for all these things. And so we know consent. I think, when I was younger, I definitely understood consent and, yes and no, and hey, is this okay, and hey, is this not okay? But what I think the real issue is assertiveness. How do you say no? How do you understand yourself? How do you understand your body? What do you do if you're in an uncomfortable situation? What if you're in a situation where you feel like you have no other option than to have sex with someone? That's the important part. The sexual violence stuff, they're talking about statistics and all this other stuff, and it's not that interesting. And I want to get through this class as fast as I can, because I've already I've counseled people on these same issues. I know where to go and what to do. But the more important thing is, can the people who come to me understand what they need in a certain situation? Some of them do, some of them don't. That's why we're talking. We're trying to figure out if they can get to a point where they understand themselves and understand their sexual needs and understand what they're doing in these sexual situations, because some people don't know what they're doing. I've had a couple of clients who will get alone with someone and be like, sex, because I feel comfortable. What? Because we're 2 adults. What's going on? and not understand that some of the behaviors might actually be damaging to them or their health or their mental health, or have other problems, or might be a problem for the other person. So, like I've also known people to be in situations where they were drunk, they don't remember, or, no one said anything like, oh, so-and-so was making out with this girl, and then later she was like, I'm upset with the way that went. Well, I've known plenty of people who have felt crappy if after the fact someone was like, yeah, I wasn't comfortable with that. Why didn't you say anything? Well, I didn't know how to say anything. I thought that you would get it. Why the hell would I get something? Like, they get into these situations where it's like, well, how would this person know? And you can't ask them because, like, it's the victim blaming. But how is this person supposed to know that you weren't interested if you didn't say, hey, could you, stop touching me, or, that's weird, I don't like it. That is assertiveness. Like, that's where assertiveness needs to be, right? Alright, well, I'm going to see how this turns out, and I hope to hear from you guys soon. Alright, thanks.